What is up, guys? It is SuperNova here. I have another movie review for you guys. Tonight, I'm going to be reviewing War for the Planet of the Apes. So let me just start off by saying that if you haven't seen the first two Apes movies, or whatever you want to call them, I highly recommend you watch them before you watch this third one. As with all trilogies, it's not going to make any sense if you don't watch the first two films. Speaking on trilogies, I'm always a little weary of them because it's very, very hard to make three really, really good movies. It's very hard to make one very good movie, let alone three. So does War for the Planet of the Apes live up to the previous two? In my opinion, it does. In fact, I would say out of all the trilogies that have come out in my lifetime, at least, or that I've experienced, this War for the Planet of the Apes is a fitting ending to one of the more critically acclaimed trilogies. Of course, you have the Dark Knight, the Lord of the Rings, the first Spider-Man. Those were all trilogies as well, but you always felt like the third film or the final film in those franchises were kind of letdowns from the first or second ones. Well, I'm here to tell you that War for the Planet of the Apes does not suffer that. It does not suffer that third film letdown is what I want to call it. In my opinion, this is actually the best movie in the franchise. Out of all the three films to come out, this one is the best one. It's a very fitting end to the Apes franchise, and in my opinion, it makes me just really, really excited to see what Matt Reeves comes up with next. I know he's in talks to write and direct the Batman movie. So while I was not a fan of it before he signed on, after watching War for the Planet of the Apes, seeing what he was able to do with the two previous films as well, I'm extremely excited for that now. But that's a topic for a different day, obviously. This is a review for War for the Planet of the Apes. So about the film itself, the direction of it, again, I can't speak highly enough of Matt Reeves. He does a fantastic job with the film. It's so, it's breathtakingly beautiful. It's probably one of the more, in terms of SFX and, the technological aspects of, filmmaking, this is hands down one of the best ones I've watched this year. I was very, it reminded me a lot of Kong, not in the sense that they both have, apes or gorilla. I don't know what Kong is exactly. Is he an ape? Is he a gorilla? Are they the same? I'm showing myself right now how stupid I am. But in terms of just the SFX and how it's shot, it's definitely better than that. But in terms of all the films to come out this year, in my opinion, those two so far are the best ones from that aspect. So just on that alone, this movie is worth the price of admission. So if you're one of those people who likes to go watch beautiful filmmaking, just action sequences, you're a fan of really, really good CGI, go buy your ticket right now, because on that end, this film does its job. It's a 10 out of 10. But what this movie does even more than that, and what it does more than your typical blockbuster, is it really makes you feel some things. I was watching this movie and I was like, am I about to cry right now? What's going on? This is not what I was expecting. I was expecting to just come in here, watch this movie, have a good time, and leave. But this movie has a lot of heart-wrenching moments. It has a lot of moments when you're just sitting there wow, this is really, really getting to me right now. Why, who's cutting onions around here? So not only is the movie breathtakingly beautiful, it makes you feel things, from an emotional standpoint with the story and the way it evolves. And on that note, I have to say that I probably wouldn't feel this way if it wasn't for Andy and what Andy was able to do with his character. He legit makes you feel the things he's feeling, makes you feel the decisions he's making, really you feel you're a part, you feel you're in the movie itself because of the way he portrays his character. And I'm just gonna put it out here right now. I don't know if anyone else has started a campaign from him or not, but Andy deserves an Oscar nomination. Let's just get that out of the way right now. Like just the way he was able to portray his character and really like I said, like it's one thing to just star in a blockbuster, like it's gonna make a ton of money, like even if the story's bad, like they're gonna comment on how good like it's shot. Like he could have just came in and just read his lines and left. But what he was able to bring to the movie is what Oscar nominated actors are supposed to bring to their films. And I would be very, very disappointed if come January, February, I found out he was not nominated, which happened last year. There was a certain actor that I was vouching for to get nominated, and he got left in the dust. I'm not going to say who it was, but just know I've been disappointed on more than one occasion in regards to that. Speaking on Oscars again, because of how well made this movie is all around, from the story to the acting to the direction to the CGI, the SFX, etc., 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 this movie should be nominated for a Best Picture. Hands down. Let me just put it this way. If the Academy just wants to nominate films that come out in October, November, September, December, etc., then films like War for the Planet of the Apes should just start making themselves have release dates during those months. Because this is right now a top 5 film for me. And I have a hard time believing that it's going to get knocked out of the top 5. In fact, I would probably put it top 3. It's probably my 3rd or 4th favorite film of the year. It's between it and Logan for that 3rd spot. But for me, again, Logan is another film I think deserves to be nominated for an Oscar for Best Picture. This just like it's really funny because I've been reviewing films for the month of July, and I feel like every single film I've reviewed so far, I'm just like, this movie is awesome, go watch it. But no, really, War for the Planet of the Apes is awesome, and you should go watch it. It's easily a 8.5, 9 out of 10 movie. There aren't there's just no flaws to the film. Like even if I try to nitpick, I can't find anything. Unless you're scared, unless you're just like sick and tired of the trilogy itself. That's just a completely different story. But when it comes to this film specifically, I can't rave about it enough. And to be honest, after a lackluster June, in my opinion, at the theaters, it's about time we finally get some quality movies. So I'm actually really, really like excited and really happy that I can sit here and tell you guys that War for the Planet of the Apes lives up to the hype that it's so far gotten. It's definitely a solid ending to the trilogy. I'm very, very excited to see what Matt Reeves does with the Batman. And yeah, just go watch this movie. Honestly, just when it comes out, I think it comes out next week. Go watch it. Go have a good time. Watch it alone. Take your friends. Take your family. You can take your family to watch this movie as well. But yeah, so this gets a solid 2 thumbs up from me. So War for the Planet of the Apes. Awesome job, Matt Reeves. Hats off to you, sir, and I can't wait to see what you have to do next. All right, so thanks, guys. Thank you for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. Please let me know. Let me know what you think about War for the Planet of the Apes. Let me know what you think about this video. So yeah, just comment down below, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time. All right, have a good night, guys.